This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
There we go. Now we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Podcast. Our guest this week is not actually who you think it is. It is Sebastian Stein, writer and director of African Kung Fu Nazis. Sebastian, thanks for coming on this week.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Congratulations on all the success for African Kung Fu Nazis. It's a pretty big hit on the independent film scene, and it's playing in theaters in Japan right now, right?
Exactly. Actually, from June the 12th, we're going to start.
Okay.
It's going to be shown all over Japan, from Hokkaido till Okinawa.
That's impressive.
So that's a really great success. I'm really happy about it.
That's really impressive. So my first question, my burning question, I got to know this. How does a German living in Japan end up in Africa making a film about Chinese Kung Fu?
Well, I guess you have booze to blame for that, because it really all started with a hangover idea. That's how it started. I had a hangover, and I was walking around my neighborhood, and I was just, I don't know, it probably came from Jesus himself. I had like this flash in my head, Africa Kung Fu Nazis, and I was just walking down the street, and I was laughing to myself, and I thought, that's a really stupid combination. And then I just went home, and I thought, oh man, and I was just looking in Google about, Africa Kung Fu, and, you have all these movies and all these clips of Africans doing Kung Fu on the internet. So I saw those, and I thought, maybe this could actually really happen, because, people there know Kung Fu. And but how the Nazis came in there, honestly, I don't even remember myself.
Yeah. I'm picturing everybody on their phones right now, scrolling, seeing this, and then having to scroll back and go, what? Wait.
I mean, it was the same for me. It was like, what? Yeah, might as well do it.
Yeah. So did you know that Ghana had a filmmaking community before you?
Yes, because I saw Ninja's movie clips like 2016 and things like that on the internet before. And the three options when I thought about this project were Ghana, Nigeria, and Uganda. But Nigeria, Ghana is safer, and I like Ninja's movies a lot, so I thought that was the better option. Uganda has a great movie scene too, but I actually contacted that guy over there. I forgot his name, but he didn't really seem interested in working together. So I thought, okay, then I just have to do my own thing. So I went to Ghana.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Before we got into the Ghana filmmaking, I had no idea it was as big there. They're really big into action films. And Scorpion, who played in your film, I had no idea he was such a role model and so big in Ghana. He's like the African Arnold Schwarzenegger over there.
Exactly. I mean, if you walk down the street, all the kids come running after and say, "Hey, Scorpion, Scorpion, Scorpion," and he is really a big star over there.
Yeah, it really surprised me. What was the experience? What was your experience like filming over in Ghana as opposed to filming documentaries in Japan?
Well, I mean, obviously, because I'm from Germany, I already had a culture shock going to Japan, right?
Sure.
But then, of course, I had again a culture shock going to Ghana. But then I was already kind of used to it. So, on the other hand, but I mean, it was chaotic. It was crazy, but it was the best experience of my life, of course. I think when I'm gonna die and you see your whole life one more time, most of it will be shooting African Kung Fu Nazis. That's for sure. I mean, so many things happen. I probably forget more than half of it already, but it was just such a crazy, insane, great experience. I can't even put it into words. So many things happen. I mean, I don't know. What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear the problems, or do you want to hear the good thing?
I know last time we talked to Scorpion, he was actually attacked and robbed in his own house. Did you feel safe shooting there? Actually,
we did. I mean, sometimes some guys, they said especially in Kumasi, you don't have any kind of foreigners, nothing. I mean, a few Chinese people are there, but you won't see a foreigner anywhere. And I mean, if you go down the street, everybody's going to say, Obroni, 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 which means white guy, white guy, white guy. But, that's not a problem at all. But I mean, sometimes some people are a little bit more aggressive, but, it was all cool. But we never feel in danger at all.
Yeah. Were you like an exotic fruit over there, being the only white guy? All the babes wanted you?
Exotic fruit.
I mean, honestly, that was one of the reasons why I came up with the idea. Of course, that was a big plus, but yeah, I mean, it was. I don't want to go too deep into that kind of thing because I have a girlfriend now, so.
And you'd like to keep it that way.
It tells you something, but yeah, of course, we were very exotic over there, and but it was, it's similar to in Japan, because if you're people approach you like positively, I would say most of the times, not all of the times, but most of the times, and it was the same there. Like there's somebody. Sorry,
I said Germany and Japan get along, right?
The exes, of course.
They have history.
But they always think I'm American, so
okay.
I don't know, because it's the only if they see a white person here, they always think they're American.
Automatically American.
Yeah.
Missy has a question. Being a German doing a Nazi movie, did you get any backlash from friends and family? Interesting question.
Yes, indeed. I mean, my mom. I mean, I have to say I'm half Russian actually, and my mom's side. I mean, quarter Russian, quarter Ukrainian, but it's kind of the same thing. And my mom's side is on the Russian side, so my mom always says, "Come on, why don't you do the next project? Isn't that done yet?" And she did. I don't think she didn't even watch the movie yet. But my dad wants to be in part 2, so that's it. But honestly, I was expecting more backlash, especially in Germany, because it's kind of a taboo topic. And but nothing at all. I think it's so bizarre and so stupid that nobody can take it serious, and that was the whole point of the thing, I think.
Yeah, I think that it's pretty obviously a parody, so I don't know how anybody could take it seriously, but
nobody does. Thank God.
I can imagine that Hitler and the Nazis. That's a really not a fun subject in Germany. I know that. Isn't it illegal to wear a swastika or show a swastika in Germany? Yeah, exactly.
That's why also, because at this is turned the other way around. It's not the swastika. It's the Japanese temple sign actually. And that's why I turned everything around in the movie. I turned around the swastika to be the Japanese temple sign. We don't say I don't want to say it right now, the original thing, but we say Sika, which means money in Twi language. Twi is the language of the Ashanti in Ghana. And we turned everything around because I was actually afraid that if you want to release it in Germany, that people would censor it or something. So none of this, what you see in the movie, is the original sign. It's just all just a tiny bit turned around.
Like a bad knockoff Hitler.
Exactly.
That's great. Of course, if you were in America, everybody wears those the S words. You see those all over the place.
So. Seriously? Yeah, you go to jail for that in Germany. Actually, you do go to jail for that.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't play around.
No.
Nope.
No. So I know that you had a co-director here. Ninja was your co-director. What was it like working with him?
Actually, Ninja was the main director. I was his co-director.
Oh, you were the co-director. Okay.
Yeah. So he was great. I mean, he was really serious about that, and when I came there, I didn't even realize it, but nobody ever gave those guys a chance, to really work together with a, international thing. And they were so happy about it. And so they put so much of their heart and soul into it. So it was just fantastic. It was a great experience.
Yeah. The impression that I get is that Ghana has these amazing communities of filmmakers, but nobody really works together and nobody gives them help. Like they have a film union there that doesn't really help them.
They are sabotaging them. That was the problem we had. They came actually on our set, and the film union, they demanded from the producer like an insane amount of money, like almost like protection money, and that was just crazy. I thought, what the hell, man? And of course, we never paid, but they're not helping. They're just there to collect money from the filmmakers there.
Oh, it's a shakedown. That's
ridiculous. It is a shakedown. That's what it is.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's too bad, because the impression that I get of the Ghanaian filmmakers is they're just eager and willing to work and make something amazing, and they just it's hard for them.
Exactly. And I mean, they had a big problem once the DVD market kind of disappeared because of online streaming and things like that. Because before they were making their money with DVDs, but since then they are always struggling. And I mean, we came right in the time where they were down at the lowest. So I just, our main goal with African Kung Fu Nazis is basically to shine a light on these filmmakers there, so that other people would consider too to go there and make a movie, because it's good, it's cheap. The people are great to work with, and you can make a good movie there for a reasonable amount of money. So I just hope somebody will do the same thing and go over there and make his movie.
Yeah. Did you want to explain the plot of the movie?
The plot of the movie is that Adolf Hitler and Hideki Tojo, they didn't die after the Second World War, but they fled to Ghana via submarine. And in Ghana, it's actually a historical fact. The Nazis, they had like a flag called the blood flag. And it was from now I go back all the way, I'm sorry. It's from the Hitler Putsch, because Hitler had like they tried a coup once and it didn't work out. And some of them got killed by the police in Munich, where I'm from, by the way. And they had a flag there, and this flag got blood-stained during this coup. So they called it the blood flag. And it was kind of like a magical thing, and everyone was touching it in like a real weird religious ceremony thing. So Hitler and Tojo, they fled to Ghana with the submarine, and they had the blood flag. And once they were in Ghana, they were brainwashing the people with this blood flag. And once the Ghanaians touch the blood flag, they are basically, their face turns white, so white facing. So we turn it around again. Because, back in the day, you had black facing, so we turn around and we have white facing. And
I'm offended.
So they're white facing, and they turn evil basically once they're white faced, and they're like followers of Hitler. And there's one hero called Ade, who is like a local kung fu student, and he's kind of like a Jackie Chan character, because he's like a good in kung fu, but he slacks off sometimes because he has other interests. And the other interest being Adonko Bitis, which is our sponsor, by the way, which is a local liquor. And so he trains kung fu, but then Hitler and Tojo show up at his school, and they demand protection money from his school. And of course, this teacher, he doesn't want to, who is Scorpion, by the way, he doesn't want to pay it. So Hitler kills him in a kung fu fight. And because Hitler killed his master, it's a kung fu movie plot, a normal kung fu movie plot. Ade wants to have revenge on Hitler, but his kung fu is not good enough yet. So he has to go train with various masters in order for his kung fu to be good enough. And once he meets its three masters, once he meets those three masters and his kung fu is good enough, he enters Hitler's Kung Fu tournament, international tournament, which is fighters from Mongolia, from India, from Japan, of course, but they're all from Ghana actually. So it's kind of funny. It's and then they enters the tournament, kills everyone, and in the end, okay, I don't want to put any spoilers in, but the good guys win in the end, and the good guys is not Hitler.
Where did Hitler get his? Where did he learn kung fu?
That's never explained, of course. Everyone in Africa knows kung fu, man. Didn't you know that?
I didn't know that. As soon as he stepped foot.
Yeah, you know.
It's really like that, though. They all know kung fu for some reason.
Yeah, they probably watch the movies.
Yeah, the Jackie Chan movies and Jet Li movies are super popular over there. So what I got from there is like they watch the movies and try to emulate the moves. Most of them.
Okay. Are there like karate schools, martial arts schools over in Ghana, or is it?
Yeah, there are karate schools, but I didn't see a kung fu.
Okay. Yeah.
So, since you're in Japan, I'm sure that they nitpick your kung fu moves. How do they hold up to the scrutiny?
You know, the thing is, when I made this movie, I thought it's mainly geared towards a German audience. You know, all the jokes I put in, and I thought this would be geared towards the German audience. But it seems like I'm too long in Japan now, so even though I didn't know it myself, it seems to be geared towards the Japanese audience. So the Japanese, they're going crazy right now. If you follow our Twitter, they draw pictures of Adonko Man and Amanda from the movie and from Scorpion, everyone, and they're going crazy. And they sing songs about African Kung Fu Nazis. It's insane. I don't know. I don't know why they love it so much, but they do love it a lot. That's why we got the theatrical release only in Japan, not even in Germany. Also because of COVID, I guess. But
yeah, that's surprising. I mean, no offense, but this does not seem like a movie that would appeal to a Japanese audience.
That's what I thought too. But maybe because Tojo is in it, Hideki Tojo.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, that's a whole other story, man. He's a good friend of mine. He's usually. Should I go into it? How I met him?
Yeah.
It's very crazy because I work mainly for Vice Japan, and Vice, they do all these crazy, or they used to at least, to do all these crazy programs. And one of the programs I did was like a mixed martial arts show where we take like normal people, but we put like a theme on it, like punk versus hip hop. And we let we show their backstories, like why they're punk and why they're rappers and whatever. And at the end of the day, they train and they fight each other in an MMA match. That guy, he fought on the punk side. He was knocked out in the first round, and ever since then we became friends because he was just so crazy. I love that guy. He's just insane. And usually, what he usually does, his normal job is like he says he does anything, but one of his jobs is like that he cleans up after somebody died alone in their room. And for example, he told me when it's summer, they kind of melt into the floor. So he has to, clean that up. And that's his normal job usually.
I saw a video on that actually about Japan. I guess that's pretty common in Japan where people will live alone like a hermit, and then when they have companies come in and clean up after them. That's it. So you work in Japan in the film industry. How has the pandemic hit the Japanese film industry?
Japan is handling it very differently. I don't know if it's better or worse than anywhere else.
A lot better. Looking at their numbers, it's a lot better than how we're handling it here in America.
And but we never had a strict lockdown at all. And I was filming all the way through. That actually for me was kind of good because usually people from abroad come to Japan to shoot something, but they couldn't come in, so we just shot it for them. So I was more busy than ever. Well, I'm still more busy than ever, actually.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, there was no work in the film industry here in 2020.
Yeah.
There was nothing going on. America didn't handle the whole pandemic very well.
Yeah, but to be fair though, who would know how to handle this, right?
Right.
It's like unprecedented. So
yeah, you can't prepare for this. We had film events, we had plans, we had films being shot, but you can't plan for that. You cannot plan for that.
That's right.
We thought everything would be better by like June, so we were pushing off things until June last year. Little did we know nothing was going to get
better. So. But at least you guys get vaccinated. Here in Japan, there's no vaccination at all so far.
Wow, that's surprising.
On the other hand, nothing changed. You can still go to the restaurants. The movies are still open. The theaters are still open, thank God, because we have our release on the 12th of June. So.
Wow, I wonder why that is. I mean, Japan they wear masks there pretty regularly, though, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, everyone was wearing masks anyway, so that wasn't an issue. And honestly, I think their main objective was to push the Olympics through. So they wanted to show to the world that we are right. And I think the reason why they had so low COVID numbers is because they didn't really test anybody. But on the other hand, not many people are dying from it here for some reason. I don't know if the numbers are right, but who knows?
Yeah.
See, the problem in America right now is we are so political, and it just got politicized. So if one thing is right, the other side is going to not do it just because.
Yeah. I'm seeing it. I'm watching American news, and it's a bit crazy to me.
Crazy to us too.
Yeah.
That's good though.
So one of the looking at your IMDb, one of the documentaries that you did was a story on the Yakuza in Japan.
Oh yeah, I had that up here.
I mean, that's basically my main thing. It still is kind of, but honestly, I'm getting a bit sick of it because it's very difficult to deal with these people. But that's kind of my main thing still. I mean, now I just I will do a new series with Vice about that kind of thing again, and it's kind of a never-ending story. But it's fun. It's fun making it though, because you always can get drunk. It's fun.
You can get drunk without making a movie. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
More fun.
It's news to me.
It's more fun though. Yeah, I love documentaries are probably one of my favorite genres of film. I love Werner Herzog. Who's your favorite documentary filmmaker?
There, you said it, Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog, yeah. You can't.
Oh man, my favorite is Grizzly Man. Still.
Mine too. I love that. My favorite documentary. I
love that.
I can watch that anytime. Timmy Treadwell, yeah. Tom, did you see Grizzly Man?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've
made
seen
you watch it. Yeah, and Werner Herzog, man. If I was ever going to have a documentary made about me, I would want Werner to narrate it at least.
I'm still waiting for those films, or they have it filmed. On the documentary, they showed the bear. He had cameras rolling while that was going on, and he showed it to his girlfriend. I'm waiting for those one day to get out.
I thought it was only audio though.
Yeah, it was audio only.
Audio.
He didn't take the lens cap off, so it was.
Okay.
Only. Yeah, I don't know if the girlfriend destroyed him or not. If they still.
She better have. She must have. Otherwise, they would have come out. I mean,
would have leaked.
Steve Irwin's footage came out.
Yeah.
I did. I don't even want to see that.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that was sad. I didn't watch it. I know. I heard that it leaked. I saw some fake footage, and that was bad enough. So.
I'm not even going to search for that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I love that guy. So, no.
Yeah, Werner. Yeah, he's. I don't know what it is about that guy's documentaries. They're just so fascinating. He did what?
He has such a great voice. It's just like he should be a hypnotician or something.
Yeah,
his voice is great. And also, I saw one about like I don't know. I think it was about prisoners on death row. And there was this one guy who was so nonchalant about, you're gonna die in a few days, and singing along and stuff like that. And that was just really, impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, he what was the documentary he did? Cave of Dreams or something, where he talked about gay penguins. Like he could talk about anything, and it would be fascinating to me. Like, tell me some bedtime stories, help me go to sleep or something. But,
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe he is a hypnotist, and his documentaries actually suck.
good point.
maybe Tom, did you see any other Werner Herzog documentaries?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, but
No.
I was really I stayed up way later than I should have watching The Grizzly Man.
Once you start it, you can't stop it. You have
That
to
was the problem. Yeah.
You have to watch the whole thing. He was in The Mandalorian, Star Wars, season 1, The Mandalorian.
He was there as an actor?
As an actor, yeah. He played one of the Imperials. Or the actors.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a really good role. And like finally we got Werner Herzog in Star Wars.
Bring me the baby. The baby Yoda.
Bring me the baby.
Baby.
Oh. So how long did you guys film over in Ghana when you were there filming this movie?
It was a little bit more than a month, but also because we shot a documentary about making the movie at the same time, so that actually took longer than the movie itself.
They knock those movies out quick in Ghana.
Yeah, usually in a week, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom watched a few Ghana films when we had the Ghana filmmakers on. Which ones did you see, Tom? Did you watch the Mortal Kombat one?
Yep. And Machete Man, another one. Machete Man pissed me off because there's supposed to be a second one that they didn't make, and now I'm hooked.
Now, that's the thing in Ghana. They always make movies and they never come out.
Yeah.
It's like the same as it's a little bit different Accra than it is to Kumasi, which is the second biggest town in Ghana. If you drive through there, it's like everywhere you see like half-made buildings, like big buildings which are built halfway, and then they abandon it for some reason. It's a mystery.
I can relate that to Jamaica because when I was in Jamaica, if you buy a house, you build it. Like, say you take a 30-year loan out. As you pay on your loan, they build a little more of the house, and you don't move in until it's fully paid.
Oh, okay, but that's different though in Ghana because they move in halfway through, or not even halfway through.
Well, maybe, but I know as you're paying your mortgage, they build more of your house, and
wow,
that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
I've got a Russian friend that just finished building his house. It took him 10 years to build his house.
Yeah.
But he built the whole thing by himself.
I would love to go to Russia. I mean, as I said, I'm actually half Russian. I've never been to Russia, but I really want to go.
I'd go in the summer.
Yeah. That's what the general told Hitler. I definitely want to go in the summer, but yeah, I'd love to go. I mean, actually, I want to take my mom because my mom is born in Germany, but she never been to Russia either. So that would be a good. But she's really old now, so still.
Well, it's just a car ride for you.
Sorry?
It's just a car ride for you, right? How far?
Now because we have to go through Poland, and it would be at least 10 hours to go to the border, I think. So it's definitely a plane ride, but
Which side of the wall was your mom on in Germany?
I mean, we all were on the western side, but we're from Munich, Oktoberfest.
Okay. All right, which is canceled again. Are you mad about where they're having it now?
I mean,
Dubai?
I'm in Japan, so I couldn't even go anyway. But
they're holding it in Dubai.
No, seriously?
Yeah, I heard the Germans were pissed, and I just did it again. It proves it.
But to be honest, they're holding it in Japan too because there are like 20 Oktoberfests all over Tokyo every year.
Yeah.
They're totally overpriced, and they don't have the right beer, so it's not that good.
Germany had a couple breweries in Japan. They had Tsingtao.
Yeah, but it's oh, they go into something deep. Qingdao is like a Chinese brewery, which started from a German who was there while it was a colony of Germany in the 1800s.
Mhm.
Wow, man, I know a lot about history. Not really. But no, the thing is though, you know, in Germany you have all these microbreweries basically. You know, Germans, we don't drink Löwenbräu or Polaner or all these main things everyone knows.
We're from Wisconsin, so we're basically New Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's true.
We're little
I've
Germany.
been to Wisconsin.
I'm in Milwaukee, so you're talking to a Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, so you guys are probably more German than I am because
we've got
my last name is Klein.
Block.
It's funny. Maybe you should dress up there like I do more than I do.
Yeah, I swear there's a microbrewery on every other block here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, here too. You know, in Germany, it's like the beer you drink in one city, the next city they don't even know that kind of beer.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly Milwaukee.
Oh man, I gotta go back.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of Germans here. A lot of Germans.
Yeah, I thought Milwaukee is like Germantown or something.
It is.
We have a German town.
We
have a New Berlin.
We do have a New Berlin. And we have a German fest every summer.
Yep.
Seriously. It's probably only beer and sausages, I guess.
Beer, sausages, and lederhosen.
Oh my god, man! Lederhosen.
People take it seriously. Yeah, they wear the hats and the lederhosen.
Yeah.
Yep. Play sheep's head and listen to polka music.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's actually only the area where I'm from, Bavaria. The rest of Germany, they don't wear that, and they make fun of it. Actually.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think German Fest was canceled this year, though, wasn't it, Tom?
Yeah, but they're still doing, because we have a bunch of German Fests around. They're still doing the smaller ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but with all the cancellations, you know, for me, I already had that when 2011 happened in Fukushima. That was, for us here in Japan, it was more hardcore than the epidemic, to be honest. Pandemic, not epidemic. But because when Fukushima and the earthquake happened, you know, I was filling my bathtub with water because I thought we wanted water. And that was even more crazy. And I really thought my house would crumble. And I had a dog back then who died, unfortunately, but the dog was kind of like freezing. I had to pull him out so we could flee the house, and that was really crazy.
How far?
And we had these aftershocks every day, and it was like a war zone. So I was sleeping with my wallet in my pocket, and you know, all these things I would need if I had to run out of the house. And then every time there was a bigger aftershock, I would run out of the house, and other people would do too. That was even worse, I would say.
That's scary. That's gotta be really scary to live through. Yeah,
but you know, you get used to everything though. It was just normal at day 2, basically.
Wow. Yeah, here the biggest thing we get is what?
Tornadoes.
For a couple of years, yeah, but not even that.
Every once in a great while.
Yeah, that's gotta be scary. But what's it like living in Japan as opposed to Germany?
You know, I don't know. For me, it's so normal by now. I think, and for me, it's great because it's so convenient and people are just so friendly and nice. So I love it. That's why, I mean, I've been here since 2005. So how many years is that? 16 years?
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the time just flew by. But
Yeah, people in Japan seem to be very, very nice, and friendly, and genuine. And Japan seems to have a vending machine for anything you ever want.
Anything. And if you don't have a vending machine, you have a convenience store 24 hours in at least in Tokyo, in a 200-meter radius. I don't know how 200 meters, how much is that in yards or feet, but it's close.
Yeah, we have no clue. Could be a hula hoop for all we know.
Close.
Yeah, we're feet and inches and miles. We don't do those metrics. Not that newfangled stuff.
Yeah, I'm completely confused too. Always, feet, meters.
So, do you have a sequel coming out, or a sequel plan for?
I mean, it depends on, I'm still very much in the red with African Kung Fu Nazis.
Yeah.
If it's popular in Japan, I hope we can go in the green area. So if that happens, I have an idea for not African Kung Fu Nazis, but African Kaiju Nazis. I don't know if you know what Kaiju means. Oh, yeah. Kaiju is like a monster. It's like I want to do something similar to, I don't know if you're very familiar with Godzilla movies, but it's the one where Godzilla and Jet Jaguar, the robot, fight against Megalon and the Gigan, which is like a very bizarre Godzilla movie. And I want to do something like that for the next one. So it's more kaiju than kung fu.
That would be amazing. A big kaiju Hitler.
Yep, exactly. And actually, the guy he fights is going to be a black He-Man.
Go completely political incorrect.
Yeah, I mean, we did that before, so yeah. Why not? No, actually, it's a black them man.
Yeah, didn't they have Blackula?
Oh yeah, it's true. They had Blackula.
Yeah, they had the 70s, man. They had a lot of blaxploitation. That was the name of it. They had a whole genre. There was one. There was the N-word. What was it? Fred Thompson was in it. Like I don't know. It had the N-word in it. That was the name of the movie. Like a bad N-word was the name of the movie.
Oh yeah, I think I know that one.
Yeah, it got a name change now. They don't call it that anymore. But yeah, there was a lot.
I guess so.
Yeah, you got to be so. Oh God, cancel culture and political correctness is gonna just ruin the world.
Just being on this podcast, Chris and I are done here in America. Talked to just as Hitler for an hour. We're done.
To be honest, I mean, that was kind of the point of African Kung Fu Nazis as well, because we just turn everything around. The black guys are white facing.
Yeah.
You have Hitler in it, but he's a bad guy. The black guys are killing him. So for me, it was just interesting as well to see the reaction of people. Who would be angry at it? Would it be the right wingers or would it be the left wingers? But actually, nobody did. They always just thought it's good fun, which is good, I guess.
That's tough to hit.
Yeah, it's such a parody. Nobody can take it. You can't take it seriously. Like whiteface on a black person, that's so like crazy and insane and pure comedy. Like you can't take it any other way.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I think. That's what you think. But maybe I thought other people would not think like that.
Yeah.
But so far, it didn't happen. I mean, especially in Germany, because Germany is really politically correct by now. I thought it would happen. But, I mean, I have many, I was a punk when I was young. So I knew lots of the anti-fair guys in Germany and whatever. And I still have friends there. And they all just said, "Hey man, great, that was fantastic." I was surprised. I thought they would tear me a new one, but it didn't happen.
You know what? Put it in a theater in America. Any town that has a college, put it in that theater, and we'll see.
But the funny thing is, we shot in Okinawa recently, some documentary completely unrelated, and we shot it about with like lots of GIs, because in Okinawa there are lots of GIs. And I handed the flyer out to everyone, of course. And all the black guys, man, they loved it. They loved it. Oh, man, yeah, there's black guys in it. I love it, man. And they killed Hitler. Fantastic. And it was fun, man. And I think I saw something on Black Twitter. I think somebody shared it. And they all loved it. I thought
that was a myth. That's real?
Black Twitter is real, man. My girlfriend is on there all the time.
Okay, I'm living under a rock. Oh, jeez.
You gotta get on Twitter more, Tom.
I'm looking up Black Twitter right now. Holy shit, Black Twitter's real.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got anything to say about that, Don? You got any interesting tweets?
No, there's a lot of stories on what is Black Twitter. Google Play. I gotta download it.
There's a
I
video.
think it's something like, we have the same thing for Slavs, squatting Slavs and tracksuits. And it's like a very specific humor related to Slavs. And that's very specific humor related to Black people in America, I think. That's right.
Only 2.5 stars. It's got a black angry bird for its logo.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, Chris can probably bring it up. I didn't.
I can bring it up if you want me to.
Yep. 2.5 stars only. But that's why when you play the Apollo, they're a tough crowd.
Oh man, that's a dream to have African Kung Fu Nazis playing the Apollo.
There you go.
Stars from Ghana to the Apollo. That would be a dream. If that ever happens, then I can die the next day a happy man. Actually, we had that plan before the pandemic hit, that there was like a big cinema in Germany who were actually, they offered to pay for Scorpion and Ninja to come over to Germany to go in that. It's a very historic cinema, to come over to have an event over there. But then the pandemic hit and all got canceled. But they still say they want to do it, but I hope they will not have to close down in the meantime.
That would be awesome. Yeah, we run a film festival here in Milwaukee for crazy films like this, horror films, science fiction films, comedy films.
Oh, please, man, please. I mean, and if you could invite any of these guys in.
That would
fly myself if I mean, of course, I'll pay myself, but I'll fly in myself too.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Bringing Scorpion over.
That would be awesome, and also Ninja or somebody like that.
Yeah. We'll have to talk about that, Tom.
Yeah,
screening here.
Good.
Yeah, we've got a few historic theaters that we screen our films at.
This would be perfect for the Oriental.
Yeah, well, they're closed now. A lot of our theaters are still closed because of the pandemic, but they're slowly reopening. And I just went to a movie 2 weeks ago. I saw Army of the Dead. That was the first time I saw a movie in a theater in over a year.
Oh, wow.
I forgot how much I missed movies in a theater. Like, you've got to see this kind of movie in a theater, especially a movie like African Kung Fu Nazis. You can't just watch this at home in your underpants alone. You got to see it in a theater.
If you're already drunk or high, then
yeah, unless you're drunk or high. But seeing this with like a group of people and you're feeding off all that energy, that's the way to see it.
That's true. That's actually what everyone said as well in Germany. We had it in Germany in a few cinemas. Mm-hmm. And I mean, everybody said it's like a party movie.
Yeah,
I think it is definitely.
Yeah, like I don't know if you're a fan of the Human Centipede films, but I saw the Human Centipede Part 2 in a theater, and that you got to see that in a theater. You can't just see that for the first time at home.
You know what's funny? The company which has Human Centipede in Japan bought our movie as well.
Really?
Those are the ones who put our movie out in the cinemas here.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, that's a great honor, to be honest, for me, because like Human Centipede, I watched that, and it's kind of the similar thing because you have like one Japanese guy in there, the bad guy is the German guy, and it's kind of similar. So
yeah, that is a big honor. I'd be honored.
I don't see a lot of German heroes.
That's the thing, in American movies, you have the Germans and I'm both of them. Germans and Russians are always the bad guys. It's always the same, man. But whatever, man.
Yeah, I don't think we have a German Disney print. No, do we? Disney.
Hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's Austrian, which is the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
And he has an accent in all of his films. Are there any German superheroes? There has to be German superheroes.
No, they're not, man. I mean, not this guy, that's for sure.
I know there's super villains.
Yeah, super villains that you got a lot, but well,
Nightcrawler. He was an X-Men.
What? He was what? He's a
Nightcrawler from X-Men.
Oh yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, that's true. The guy who can disappear and appear somewhere else.
Yep.
And he's from Munich too, I think.
There you go.
Wow. Finally have a role model other than Hitler.
What if Hitler changed and what if Hitler became a superhero?
I don't think we're ready for that.
Man.
Can Hitler be redeemed?
Oh, I don't think so, man. He did too much. That's like nothing. I hope it's not, to be honest.
All right, so he
just works well as a villain. Let's just take it that way.
Yeah.
So did you walk around in costume in Ghana, and did anybody take double takes at you?
No, they just say, everybody knew the movie was going to happen, and they all say "Sika," which means money over there. Mm-hmm. So every morning I got greeted with "Sika," and there are some other things I don't really want to mention right now, but they were.
Yeah, I can imagine. Although I think anything is go. Nothing's off limits because we've already had Hitler on our show. So last week we had Hart Fisher. We kissed goodbye to all of our sponsors last week already. So
that's good to know.
Nothing holds us back. So anything's on the table.
Yeah.
Right, Tom?
And anything's on the table now. This is great. All right.
Well, I guess I don't know. Do you have anything else, Tom?
I've had a great time.
Yeah.
I'm
happy for your success. I'm happy, you're going to get this screened in Japan. Of course, you can watch African Kung Fu Nazis on Amazon right now. You can rent it. Is there a DVD release, Blu-ray release coming for it?
In America, I don't know, but I'm still hoping we can get some kind of collaboration with an American distributor. But so far, it didn't work out. But I still hope we can get something.
Well, if there's anything that we can do to help, I have some connections. I can.
Oh, please let me know.
If I have your permission, I can.
Of course, that would be much appreciated. Of course.
Yeah, and like I said, we have a lot of screenings here in Milwaukee of films.
Oh, please, if you could screen anywhere, that would be great. That would be fantastic.
Because this is exactly the kind of film that we like to screen.
Oh, man, I'd love to. Of course, anytime. And, if I can, I would even come over myself. If I can.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And if, you could wear the Hitler costume and you'd fit right in.
Yeah, and I'll bring my friend Tozo over, too.
You would fit right. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. We'll definitely touch you.
All right. Thanks a lot. Man, it was good fun.
Yeah, it was. Thank you.
Forward to part 2. So that's all we have for this week. You can join us next week. We'll have another guest on. I'm working on that right now. But until then, we'll see you next week.